I brush my teeth.
That's right.
I spit it out. I go, and then I lean forward. And I pause. I tell myself, pretty bitch.
Let's go! I know it was me, no.
Welcome to Season 2, Episode 2, Medicating through Meditating. Oftentimes, I start out my workday feeling like a buzzing bee, ready to smell all the flowers and enjoy my day. However, it tends to morph into a lot of stress.
No! No!
And then, by the end of the day, I feel very drained. I've had many people ask me what's been taking so long for my next episode. I will tell you that I am flattered that they want to see another episode. I truly felt like I needed to make a steady change so that way when I did put out another episode, it would have a lot of substance that I practiced so I can share it with you. I had decided February, March, April, I was practicing meditation. There had been so many times in the last few years in which I was sincerely on go, 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 go mode. And I felt as though I needed to make a change in my pace so that way I could keep up with myself. This episode is going to be called Medicating through Meditating. Now, meditating is so hard. It isn't necessarily what I was looking forward to doing, but I know that it was necessary for me. Stopping the thoughts from running rampant in my mind about everything under the sun. It definitely was not what my goal was, as that's not the goal in meditation or mindfulness. Rather, it is a matter of noticing that there are so many thoughts running rampant in the mind. And so centering back to make sure that we can take control over and therefore have more regulation in what's happening up here on a day-to-day basis. It went from me feeling like my thoughts were just taking over, and that battle was fought hard. But over time, with practice, because I most certainly was not going to give up, because I knew I needed to be the change I wanted to see, I noticed that as I was trying to focus my efforts in centering back, even though it was 100 times each session to just notice a lot of thoughts running through my mind and trying to take over, and then saying to myself, this is when I notice, I'm going to center back in. That is what I was practicing. And that is what I noticed I was able to get better at. So much more in tune with the way I feel about how things are manifesting in front of me. So that way I can take a step back and know my limits and say to myself, okay, it's time to breathe or walk away from a conversation or a situation that I'm feeling is either toxic or not necessarily in line with what I want to have myself involved in. And that could be in any regard. During any given time while meditating, this is a sheer example of what happens in my mind while trying to notice all the thoughts running through my mind and then being able to center back. I'll have you know that process of noticing tons of thoughts meandering through my mind all at one time and trying to center back in is one of the toughest things I've ever done. Good luck. Get ready for the ride.
Everybody wants to be successful,
I celebrate.
but very few people are willing to pay the price.
We don't give a damn, we don't give a fuck. Not giving a f is better than revenge.
You are the most important project you will ever work on.
I found my peace, I don't need less. Yeah, I'm standing on me.
There is so much on my plate. My goodness gracious. Did I change the dog's water bowl? Great. Do I have Alzheimer's disease? Did I reconcile that invoice? I need to get my car fixed. You know what? It needs a car wash. Maybe I should just make time to clean my own car, for goodness sake. So many things going on. Oh, I definitely got to make that phone call to that. Okay, well, maybe. Oh man, I got to get gas. I'm on low fuel. Damn. I just got to keep breathing. Breathing in. Hold my breath. Breathing out. Focus. Breathing in. I really got to reconcile that invoice. I got to call back that person. I am so capable of doing all of this. I got to look at my schedule for tomorrow. Did I contact the coach for, oh man, I think I did. Well, I'm definitely having beginning stages of dementia. Great. Did I even have breakfast this morning? When's the last time I drank water? I'm developing a headache now. Fantastic. Just great. Thank you for listening today. I definitely wanted to make it clear that everybody needs to give themselves some credit, some grace. It is so possible to do this. Just allow yourself to have that time you have. You just got to carve out that time for you.